My loves, I am delighted to introduce you to Dog's Day Out. Have a look at that. We've got this lovely card that's actually got an integrated stand. Let's flip it over and show you that. So it's got this little stand here and it will stand up there like that. Let's have a look at what's going on here. We've got this lovely bit of signage at the front here. We can take our dogs out. They're double-sided like that. Each of the dogs is removable and is able to stand up on its own. They've got the little built-in integrated stands and also you have a little bit of secret writing space inside as well. So that's the Poofy Poodle. Then we've got the lovely grumpy old Basset Hound. Again, secret little writing space, double-sided, and he will also stand up there. Then we've got this little tiny Dachshund. Look at this little gorgeous little critter, double-sided, little tiny writing space, and will stand up as well. Look at those ears flapping in the wind, just as they should. And then we've got the driver, the Dalmatian, lovely quirky little character. Same thing again, he will stand up and he's also a little writing space. And the car is a beautiful pocket to hold them all. And finally at the back we've got this little picnic hamper, double-sided. These pieces, the baguettes, slide out, are also tiny little writing spaces. And the thermos flask, same thing again, double-sided, tiny little writing space. There we go, my loves. That is Dog's Day Out. So much fun. Come with me, let's make it. Right, my loves, I've got all my bits and bobs cut out. I'm on 200 gram throughout. You can go 250 if you want to. I'm not reverse printing anything. This is all on 2 pages. So get it all printed out. Pop it all to one side and let's make a start. Let's begin with the car. Now the car is essentially a pocket and we're going to glue it back to back. So decide which side you want to put your glue on. We're going to go very narrow around this back edge here, all the way around. You can come down and glue the wheels together. We don't need those to be part of the pocket. And then we're going to come at the front. Around the front here, we don't need that front section. And then we're going to come down here. Actually, we don't need the windscreen section either. So let's come down there. So we've made a pocket nice and narrow on the base, nice and narrow on this far edge, and then down through the windscreen like that. And we can then glue our other car section on top. Just like that. So we've got a pocket now all the way from there round to here. There we go. There's your car. Ready to go. Let's grab the dogs. Looking forward to these guys. They're so quirky and lovely. If you want to glue them together, they go back to back. If you want to glue them together and make solid little whimsical pieces, you can do. What I'm going to do is make little standing tags, and also they'll have a little bit of writing space inside because you know I like a little bit of writing space. And we come from a junk journaling and folio background, and that's where my heart is. I like all these secret little writing spaces. So I'm just going to glue the top section of the Dachshund here down to about there, just where it starts to widen out a little. Glue my other section on top, and then when the glue is dry, preferably, I can fold this back to my glue line. And not only have I given myself a little writing space in there, but I've also made, whoops, I've also made a freestanding little creature there, a little element that works like that. So there you go, that's that one. Let's get on to this lovely, lovely beagle. So the beagle, same deal. Let's decide where we want to glue him. The neck is the obvious choice there. So just glue him down. Just glue his head. Pop your other beagle on. There we go. I'll let him dry before I go folding him back. And we've got the tiny little dachshund. Look at him, he's so cute. I'm going to glue his ears together, and that will help take care of this fairly thin area here. And I'll glue down just past his collar. So we've only got a little writing space here because he's only a little guy. Oops. Let's place the other piece flush on top. There he is. And the last one is the poodle, the poofy poodle. I'm going to glue again down to the end of his collar. And like I say, if you want to make solid little pieces out of these, you can do. And glue them down flush. I've got a little banding in my printer there. Yours won't have this line here, if you can see that on the video. There we go. So there's our poofy poodle. He's done. We've got the picnic basket, which I'm going to make a slice into. So where the top of the picnic basket meets the back, I'm going to slit across. I'm not going all the way across. I don't want to cut it in half. So leave a little border each side. This is then going to become a pocket. So I'm going to glue as skinnily and as stingily as I can round the edges and the bottom. The area above the slit all gets glued down, making sure we don't go below the slit, and remembering that the glue is going to splodge a little. You can stick your other piece on top, and there's your picnic basket. I'm going to let that dry. I'm going to make sure actually that I haven't, that this is still clear. There we go. Right, we've now got some little bits. Now we're getting tiny, we're getting into tiny territory here. And we've got some little bits that we can glue together. And if you want to make these into writing spaces, you can absolutely make them into writing spaces. And I'm going to do that for the sake of the video. But you might just like to glue these pieces together and just have them as little bits of whimsy. If you're giving this as a gift, for instance, these little tiny reveals with just a little word hidden in there is really cute and appealing. So there's your baguettes in the bag, glued together. And I've got a thermos flask. I'm going to give that the same treatment as well. Glue the top of the flask. If you want to glue them together fully, then absolutely. Absolutely do. We're getting silly now. There's your tiny little flask glued together. Going to let that dry. Right, I'm going to put all of these pieces to one side now and have a look at the absolutely beautiful cover. This is the back where the road goes right the way down to the base. This is the front. We've got this little beige area, and that's because it's going to be covered with a pocket, so we can make that happen. Now the car is quite tight in the pocket. Let's have a look at this. Your car can face in either direction, obviously. I'm left-handed, so I tend to always be facing this way, though I appreciate right-handed people may probably want to go this way. Let's have a look. Yeah, it's quite tight, but we've got room. So a very narrow seam of glue down these edges. And you can be more generous going across the bottom here. Oh, I don't get to ink this piece once I've glued it down. So I'm going to just quickly not get inky fingers and just lose that white edge of paper, that cut edge. And stick that down like that. Oh, look at it. Doesn't it look so sweet? Right, this piece I'm going to put a score on. I'm going to glue this down solidly. If you wanted to adapt this to be a card, you could actually score across the top here. You'd have the whole lot to open. I don't want to do that. I'm going to glue this whole area solidly, and I'm going to score across here. And you'll see why in a moment. But just hang fire. Just hang fire. Watch this little bit of video before you go committing to yours, because you might choose to do yours differently. So I'm going to go the base of the houses there, and I'm going to just fold this piece right side to right side, and then everything above that I'm going to glue. But like I say, hang on, hang on, hang on, and watch this bit so you can make a decision about what direction you want to take yours in. I'm going to glue this piece on top, line it up perfectly. I haven't inked these edges. I can ink these in one go when they're together. There we go. Well, that's looking really, really good. Now then, the reason I wanted to score across this bottom section of mine is that it can then act as a stand, and because it's scored at this point, it's not going to tip too far back. If you had it open as a card, it could possibly go further back, and also I'd be interrupting this line here. But if you want to make yours into an opening card so you've got full writing space in there, then absolutely score higher up like this, and then you can open much further than I'm opening here. But I've still got a nice little writing space in there, and I just really like the idea of angling that road there and making that into my stand. Right, we are almost done. I've got my lovely sign here. I'm going to ink that and lose that white edge because I can't do that once I've stuck it together. And I'm going to pop that on the front pocket centrally. I'm going to glue it all down. There's no reason for me not to, unless I wanted to pop my picnic basket or one of the dogs under there. Go on, let's make it a tuck spot. If you make it a tuck spot, you don't have to use it, but the option is there. So I might as well give myself a nice, generous bit of glue on either side there. Pop this in the middle. Nice and centrally and straight. That's in the middle. There we are, my loves. We are done. Let's load up the car. Let's load up the car. Now, you may want to face that way. I want to face this way because I'm left-handed. Dalmatian. Dalmatian in. Poofy Poodle in. Bassett's going in the middle, all grumpy. He's always grumpy. And then we've got the Dachshund sitting in the front here as well. He's sitting right up front. There we go. The guys are in the car. The picnic basket contains... I've got a hair there. Get off. The picnic basket contains the flask, and they're designed to poke out over the top for a little bit of extra interest. Let's put them on a bit of a jaunty angle. That then fits in the back of the car here, like that. And there we have it. They are ready for their day out. Let's pop them in the pocket. Let me see the whole thing completed. And it stands up. It stands up beautifully. Wrong angle for you guys, but it looks absolutely fabulous. Oh, I would display that. If I received that as a card or as a piece of Happy Mail, I'd be delighted. Also work in your journal as well. Why wouldn't you want that in your dog-themed journal? There we go, my loves. Have loads and loads of fun. I'll see you next time.